In this video I will challenge myself with painting a whole car in 7 days alone. Let's see if it's possible. Enjoy watching. Hey, so this is my Toyota Mark II GX100. I bought this car crash, I bought it cheap, we fixed the car, we put the turbo on the engine, we manual swapped it, we put a nice body kit, wheels and everything, we tune it, and the car is ripping. It's great street car, it's beautiful, it's almost perfect. It needs one more last thing before it can be considered finished project. And this one thing, and this is what we're gonna do in this video, is paint. The car at the moment has probably 5 different shades of white. You cannot see it from like far, but when you get close to the car you can see that the hood is different than the body kit is different than the door, this door is different than this door. It's all a mismatch of different white shades. So what we're gonna do in the following days is prep the car, get it ready and paint it with a new color. And another thing is that since I was driving this car pretty hard, there is a couple things that needs to be fixed before we're gonna paint it. Like there is a chip here, this door is dent since I bought the car, and there's like couple little things that needs to be fixed with like a bit of, you know, body filler or a bit of hammer and the body filler, or a bit of grinder, hammer and a body filler. I'm gonna now go to the garage, remove all the body parts and start prepping the car. I hope you guys gonna enjoy watching, and hopefully by the end of this video this will be proper fresh. Let's find out. So here's the plan how I'm gonna do it. Well, at least try. I will divide 7 days for 7 phases of the job. 1 day, 1 phase. Simple. Day 1, disassembly. Taking every panel off the car. Day 2, sanding. Sand everything down. Day 3, fixing. Repair all the broken panels, chips and imperfections. Day 4, primering. Paint everything with primer. Day 5, sanding the primer. Day 6, actual painting. And day 7, assembly, which is putting back everything together. Now, is it possible to do this in 1 week and without any help? I don't know, but I guess we will find out by the end of this video. Okay, now the plan is to remove every single body part from the car. It feels like what I did is took a completely perfect working car and took it apart again. But yeah, hopefully the plan... But yeah, hopefully the plan is to have this car in this state for not more than 4 or 5 days from now. So let's see if we succeed. So here is the pile that I took off the car. In the meantime, the boys were also working in a garage, but I asked them not to help me with anything. That's the rules. There was still quite early, so I decided to catch some time and actually start the phase 2. Phase 2 is to sand everything down. The purpose of this is to get rid of the top layer of the paint, which contains dirt and grease, but also to have a smooth and grippy surface for the primer. I'm using a 240 grit sandpaper and I'm using the powder technique. Let me explain. So because everything is white, it's very hard to see any reflections and it's hard to say if it's already sanded down or not. That's why firstly I'm covering everything with the black powder, and now the job is simple. Sand it down until all the powder is gone. This is how I make sure that everything is sanded down fully. Okay, so this is what I've done today, and this is what's left. So what's left is actually 2 bumpers, and this is off the pile that I took out from the car today. There's a whole chassis to do tomorrow, the whole car with the roof, with the hood, with the doors, with everything that's, you know, left on a chassis. But I'm quite happy that this much has been done. Took a while, but yeah, tomorrow's a new day. Now it's gonna getting warmer and warmer, so tomorrow I can work outside. And yeah, good progress. Bozo, how's your progress? What? I'm leaving this here. Tomorrow I'll start with the bumpers and then I will get the chassis here, or if outside is nice weather, I'll do it outside. Yeah, see you tomorrow. The day 1 is over. Day 2. I had to do some stuff at home in the morning, so I started quite late. But if I want to make it in time, I had to sand down everything that's left by the end of the day. I don't know why, but it took me the whole day to do this one bumper. Yesterday it was taking me 20 minutes, 25 minutes for one element, but this bumper for some reason just took the whole day. Like, no, not the whole day, but like I came here afternoon, but like a good 3 hours. Good 3 hours I was just doing this one bumper, and there's still one more bumper left, the front bumper, and then we do this. So the hood, the roof, the door. We don't need to do the back door because obviously it's all covered by one of the panels. But then this, the wing, and the whole back we need to do. And to keep up with the plan that I had, we need to do it today. And it's getting dark, it's getting late. But yeah, my plan of painting this car in 7 days is slowly falling apart. And it's only day 2, but let's see how it goes. The pile of sanded elements was getting bigger and bigger. Now it was the time for a chassis. It got very late, and here is when the timeline of my plan started to fall off. We are at day 3, but still need to finish the job from the day 2. What's left is sanding the boot and the roof of the car. Let's do it. Okay, and we just finished the phase of the day 2, which is sanding everything down. Now, on to the fixing. And there's a lot of fixing. Okay, so now I took a blue tape and I'm gonna mark everything that needs to be fixed on a car. Starting with this. There used to be a wing here, but now we have some holes, and the holes need to be welded. There's holes here. Here there is a dent in the door. This dent is gonna be filled with body filler. Let's continue. And now onto the big pile of body parts. Here front we have big chip to fill. This one is gonna be a bit of work. This as well. This is like easy to. This is to fix in like 15 minutes.
Yeah, this one is more of shaping.
Oh, look, there's another one.
Oh yeah, on the front.
That's another chip here.
Similar thing.
There is this situation. That's one of the biggest jobs. Also, there is a crack here over the exhaust bridge thing. This side skirt is missing a bit of side skirt. Just right here, there's a hole. So that as well. What I need to do is fix 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
10, 11.
10, 11. 11 little fixes. Each would take an hour, so 11 hours.
Yeah, roughly.
We are a bit behind the schedule.
You are, because you're doing this alone.
I am. Yeah, let's get to work. Let's get some body filler. Let's get some, you know,
Beer.
What else?
That's it.
I had to go to the paint shop to do the shopping, and in the meantime the boys helped me a bit and welded the holes that were in the boot after the spoiler. And here is what I'm gonna use for today's job. Firstly, a silicone remover. This is a body filler with a hardener. A couple of them plastic things to put the body filler on. A piece of wood to mix the body filler, and a piece of paper to have a surface to mix the body filler on. Epoxy primer in a can. A repair kit with epoxy resin and some fiberglass. And last but not least, a bit of motivation in a can. I started with the boot because it was the easiest job. The plan is grind down the welds, some epoxy primer for anti-corrosion, body filler to even the surface, sand it down to perfection, more epoxy primer, and boom, one repair ready, on to the next one. Okay, so the chassis of the car is ready to be primed, and now I'm gonna focus on the actual elements. So here is everything I need to fix. The approach will be, for a big chunks like this, to use a fiberglass, put the fiberglass behind it, to kind of recreate this big piece. And the same I'm gonna do here, fiberglass with epoxy resin from the bottom, and then body filler on the top. This one here, a little chunk, that needs just a bit of body filler, the one with the fiber. And also this one, I think the same, just a bit of body filler with fiber, and then a normal body filler, and then make it all smooth. So, Bozo, you cannot help me,
It's not one-man job.
It is one-man job.
No, it's not anymore.
Bozo is trying to sabotage my one-man job challenge. Don't help me!
I have video that's proving I was working on the car.
You weren't working.
Oh,
No sabotagation here.
it's always like
This is one-man job.
I did all the job, listen to me guys!
One-man job of painting a car and prepping. So,
He's lying!
you don't touch my thing. You don't touch my tralala.
You see, this is the YouTube. This is the reality of YouTube.
No.
Help me, he's...
Okay, let's get to work. I'm gonna try to show you everything on the time lapse. Let's do it. Okay, that wasn't the most cleanest job, but it should work anyway. I left it on the sun so it dries quicker, and I proceed to do the rest. Here a bit of body filler with fiber to have a strong foundation of the side skirt. and then a normal filler on top. Okay, the side skirt's ready, everything is ready, apart from these two. So the biggest chips. What I did before is I put some epoxy resin with a fiberglass in it from behind. And now what I need to do is just fill this with body filler and just make it nice and smooth. And the same will be done with the rear bumper. And this would be the last part that needs to be done in fixing phase of preparation. And then from there it would be just cleaning it, washing all the elements, washing the car nicely, taping and priming. Nice. There is finally, after 3 days of work, there is a clear progress that's been done. And this is how we finished the day 3. Day 4. Back on schedule. Time for the primer. The plan is simple. Wash the car, put it in the painting room, mask it, and put the primer on the car. That's... So the car is clean, I washed it, now I'm gonna dry it, put it into the painting room, mask it, prime it. Let's go. Now, why do I even use the primer? It has 2 functions. 1, isolate the layers under so they don't react with the fresh paint that I'm gonna put on top. And 2, to have the same background for the paint on every element. In my case, for white color, I'm using a white primer. Okay, we are after the painting first layer of primer. The car is looking beautiful. The thing I struggle the most is that I'm painting white on white. It's a bit different shade of white, but still it's very hard to see what's covered, what's not. And there's gonna be the same with the base color and like all the layers. It's white on white on white. Yeah, look, Takumi came.
Oh, you have dirty hands, man.
No, I have clean.
Okay, show me your work.
No, don't work, don't go, don't go. Don't go, it's fresh. Fresh thing. Fresh, don't. Nothing to look.
Okay,
nothing to look at.
I see on the head.
Okay, so I have some of my elements here, and now the priming is getting a little bit more complicated because these parts are made from fiberglass, and we learn over the years that fiberglass, some of the fiberglass don't like each other with some chemicals that are in the paint. When I was painting, for example, my A86 bumpers, I had a nightmare the worst time of the paint reacting with the fiberglass, and it was just I had to paint it like 3 or 4 times, and finally it only started working together when it was isolated with this epoxy primer. So epoxy primer is a layer of primer that firstly protect the steel. When you have a bare metal, you cover it with epoxy primer, but they're also very good in isolating, well, in this case, fiberglass part, so actual paint would not react with the fiberglass and chemicals that are in it. So the car is painted with acrylic primer, and now all the fiberglass pieces are gonna painted with 2 layers of epoxy primer to isolate the fiberglass, and then 2 layers of the acrylic primer to have a coat ready for the actual color. A bit more complicated, a bit more layers, but this would make sure that the paint wouldn't react with anything under. Let's wash these a bit and let's paint. It all takes so much time. Now it got late, the sun is gone and the temperature is lower. That's why the drying time is also longer, so I need to wait more in between the layers. And here is where we are. So the mirrors, front bumper, some of the fenders and side skirts, this is all I did today, plus the chassis of course. Tomorrow morning I'll do the rest, the last batch of elements, which would probably take me half a day. So look, I already see that I won't succeed, I won't paint the car alone in 7 days. That was the goal, but clearly maybe in summertime, maybe if I would be here 7 days only without going home and only sleeping or whatever, just spend many more hours, maybe that would be possible. Or if it's 7 days but I have help from all the friends around, as we usually do. But this time I just wanted to, you know, try to do something else, try to challenge myself and try to do everything alone, which obviously takes way longer. So this is it for today. This is drying, I just need to clean up, and then everything has to be sanded down again. I think I'll just get some time lapse of the sanding process just quickly to show you what papers I'm using, and it should be a couple hours to sand everything down, and then everything will be ready for actual paint. So I hope you guys enjoying the video so far. I must say I'm tired as well, this is tiring. But hopefully, and I mean I already know that the final effect would be worth all the work, so I'm just, you know, trusting the process and thinking about the final effect while doing all that. Yeah. Day 5, phase 5, sanding the primer. Good morning. I want to briefly, just quickly talk about one situation that's in my mind, and I want to just get rid of it because it's just been too much. You know, sometimes you have this friend that's into some bad shit or have some a bad addiction. He just got into bad environment, got into drugs or just drinking too much alcohol or beating his wife. This is the situation I'm dealing with. There is a problem with my friend Adam. He's addicted to buying more and more shit E36s. And look, there's another one of them. Why is this here? This wasn't here yesterday. He just sold 2 of them. And suddenly a new one respawned here. My God, he just keeps buying another ones. I still believe he can change. And if you also believe, just let him know in the comments. Because this man is lost. Just why? Anyway, welcome in a new day. We are getting close. So the primer that I painted yesterday has a texture. Now to have a smooth surface for the base coat, I need to sand that texture down with the 400 grit sandpaper. Big surface I'm doing with a machine and small tight spaces by hand. Adam, explanation.
What?
We need explanation. What is this?
Classic car, super nice.
This is not classic car.
Why? Coupe E36. You bought it?
No, you bought it.
No, don't tell my wife. Super nice. 2.8. Of course not working. Of course a bit rust.
I told you.
15-inch wheels on winter tires.
Adam, you need help. And here some friends came to help me do it, so it's a bit quicker. It still took me a whole bloody day to sand everything down. Okay, this is it for me for today. Full day of sanding. I'm dead tired and don't feel like working anymore, so I'm going home. This is the end of phase 5, and tomorrow we are starting the phase 6, which is actual painting. Finally. Phase 6, painting. I didn't have any power to film that morning, but with the help of some friends we had everything ready for painting by the afternoon. This is it. The car is here, we masked it again, everything is clean. I have a couple of the elements here, the fenders, the hood and the rear fenders at the back there, so we will paint these and then get out and bring more elements, so hopefully by the end of today everything will be perfect. I'm just gonna quickly show you what I'm using. So firstly, good old silicone remover and a white paper. Just wipe everything down, so make sure everything is super clean and there is no fingerprints, nothing on the car. Then after cleaning, I'm gonna paint everything with probably 2.5 or 3 layers of white base coat. Normal white, nothing crazy there, just to cover everything with the white color. And then on top, I'm gonna use the clear coat, but mixed with this. This is crushed glass. So these are the glass pieces. I've never used this technique, I never painted with it, but we went to one paint shop and the guy showed us the effect, how it looks, and I really like it. So we will do 2 layers of clear coat mixed with the broken glass, and then one final layer of just a pure clear coat to have a nice and smooth surface. That's the plan for today. So totally we do 3 base, 2 with glass and 6 layers. I'll have to wait about 30 minutes between each layer because it's like maybe 15 degrees here, it's not too warm. Probably would take me a good 8 hours to paint everything. Let's see. Now it's 3 p.m. Let's see how long would it take. I won't be talking too much, I just want to focus on my painting. Yeah, let's see. This is the final step. I'm excited. I just need to focus not to, fuck it up. Let's go. Okay, I finished with base color. Pretty happy with the job, but the base color is usually the easiest to do, the base. More tricky is now with the clear coat, because you need to put like a thick layer and you need to set the bigger pressure on the gun. So it's way easier for the paint to start dropping if you put a bit too much, but you cannot put too little, because it won't be nice and smooth, glossy. It would be just like it would have a texture. So yeah, for now, I'm gonna give it a good 30-40 minutes to evaporate, and then I'll mix the clear coat with the glass pieces and we'll see. Okay, so finish with a clear coat. There is a good news and there is a bad news, right? So the good news is that the effect is there. It looks super, super sick. Like, look at the roof. But there is one problem. Because it's painting on white, I can't see where I put enough clear coat and where there should be more. So I'm putting a bit too much. So there is a bit of a situation right here. There's like a drop. This is something that happens. Nothing I can do about it now. What I can do is wait until it settles completely, the clear coat, and then just polish it. And with the polish, I'm sure we can get out of this situation with the drops. It is what it is. I'm pretty curious how is it gonna look like in the sun, but I think this we will find out tomorrow morning when we push this one out. So yeah, see you tomorrow. It looks so good. There's a couple spots that needs to be polished, but it's just so good. And I'm actually quite happy with my paint job. Every time I paint a car, I learn a new thing. And this time I learned that don't underestimate white color. Painting white base on a white primer and then putting clear coat with a glitter. Like, I was really struggling with seeing what have enough clear coat and what's not, but damn. Then there was a time for a final step. Put everything together and see the result. But I really want to have this video out by tomorrow for you guys for Sunday, and today is Saturday. So I'm now editing the video that you guys watching, and the boys decided to help me, and they are now putting back the car in the garage, which means that I will go there tomorrow morning to film the final reveal. So I guess see you then. Okay, this is it. I hope you guys enjoyed the journey. It was a hell of a week, but I think the effect made it all worth. Quick announcement at the end. We are now dropping, literally at this moment, we are dropping the JZX t-shirts. Very cool design. We actually been working on this one for a while since we have this car. And yeah, if you want to cop one, go to the website and get it. Also, I know we've been struggling with expensive shipping to outside Poland, and I'm happy to say that we actually fixed the shipping situation now. We are using different company now, and the shipping is way less expensive. For the most part, is 30-40% of what it was before. And I know many of you wanted to get something from our store, but the shipping was just too expensive, so now it's way cheaper, so you can go and check it out. Also, we are dropping some t-shirts for them youngsters. The kid sizes, so many people were asking for kid sizes, so we now have proper kids t-shirts. And lastly, but not least, we have two new keychains. We have two new keychains, one with the Mark II and one with my Skyline. This is what we were missing to have a full collection of keychains of the cars that we own.
Also, Sam, you're looking very cold right now. Maybe you...
Yes, we have these jackets only in store, but now since the shipping is actually cheap, we can drop these online as well. I don't think I need to say anything. How cool is this bomber jacket? Boom. A tiger, some good NIGHTRIDE accessories, and yeah, this is also available now in the shop. So a lot of news and a lot of cool stuff. So yeah, go to the website. Thank you very much for watching. Let us know in the comments what you think of the car in the new color, well, new old color. And thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Put this one back, this is not my jacket.
Also coming soon.